Hello my friends, as you guys can see from the title, today we are doing our swatch video of the Sunlit Dreams palette by Alter Ego. You guys, look how pretty that is. Okay, I am not one to rush summer. I am sad summer's almost coming to an end. It drives me crazy, but I will say that I am looking forward to fall if it stays a little bit warmer, but I love my summer. This palette just embodies autumn 100%. There is no doubt in my mind that this does not look like summer to me. So I want to talk to you guys about this palette. We're going to do swatches. We're going to do a comparison to its expensive counterpart, and I will tell you guys all the details of it. So if you're interested to hear all about this new beauty, stay tuned. All right, guys, so here is the palette in all its glory. It is magnetic, you guys. I've always shared with you guys everything about this palette. I just recently spoke about the latest one, which was the dupe for the Natasha Denona Golden palette. So I'm not going to go into too much detail, but you guys know it is magnetic. This one is $22. It launches on August 7th, Pacific Standard Time at 10 a.m. So if you're interested in it, you can get it. I do have a coupon code. Last time I accidentally gave you the wrong one. I believe it's just my first name. I'll put it up on the screen. I'll double check, triple check to make sure I do not screw that over, because a few of you had messaged me saying you tried to use my code and it was wrong. So I thank you for at least trying. But again, there are so many codes out there. Use one and save yourself 10% off of it, at least the tax or part of the shipping. So that way you're not paying full price. But here is the palette in all its glory. This one is a palette that is going to dupe our beautiful Natasha Denona I Need a Warm. This has been on rotation all summer long for me. It is currently the one that I'm wearing on my eyes. So I have quite a bit of thoughts, since I do hold the Natasha I Need a Warm palette up there as one of my top 5 favorite palettes ever of Natasha Denona. So she has a lot to live up to, this one. So that's all the details of this one. And again, it is magnetic, so you can swap things out if you so choose to do so. So here is the palette. As you guys can see, I have covered the mirror. It always comes with a mirror, which I think is a bonus, because I feel like, you know, for a good palette, you need a good mirror. So you know that Alter Ego always rearranges palettes to their thought process, and this one is no exception. It is beautiful. It is really nice. I am filming in the most natural light as possible. I do have an overhead light, but it is an overcast day and I have my windows open so you guys can really see it in daylight. I do have I believe I did film this one in sunlight as well, so you guys can see that on my Instagram and my shorts, so you guys can check that out in the sunlight. So I'm giving you 2 different lightings for this palette, because I really do like this one. Oh my goodness gracious. And if you are curious, yes, my daughter took the last one. It didn't even last 24 hours in my room. She swapped out real quick, guys, real quick. So I haven't even told her this one's in yet. So I'm trying to soak this one in as possible. So here it is, you guys. You see that it is 15 shades in here. 15 shades. You're getting mattes, you're getting shimmers. Some of these have sparkle to them and they are stunning, absolutely beautiful. I am going to swatch this palette. I'm going to say it again, just in case for those that do not understand how and why I swatch the way that I do. I swatch gently because we are not grabbing a ton of product and shoving it on our eyelids. I want to see how soft this palette can go. It will not look identical as far as formula to Natasha Denona. It is not, but it is a substitute for the Natasha Denona I Need a Warm if you are on a budget, or you want the same vibes but don't want to spend an arm and a leg because you have a large collection, or this is a palette that you only see yourself using during the summer or during certain times of the year, so you don't see it worth it for you to spend the expensive price tag on the Natasha Denona one. It's not worth it to you. This is a great alternative for that. I have a large eyeshadow palette collection, so if I didn't own this one already, I would absolutely do the same just so I can have this one. And bonus, like I always say every time, these are magnetic, so you can pop these out and rearrange them with any other palette that you have that fits in here, so you can make your own as well, or pop them out and travel with the ones that you want to use on the daily, the ones that are your favorite. All right, so here we go, guys. Let's do our swatchy swatch. right, you guys. So as you guys can see here, it's a very, very light swatch, but there is sparkle to them. They really did capture that duochrome formula in this one right here. On my angle, I could see it like a yellow green. On yours, I could see it's an orangey red. So they did get that down pack, which is pretty cool. These mattes are really nice. There is a cream to powder right here that I felt, which is this one right here. And again, it's not as intense because that one is a little bit difficult to get down packed from them. But other than that, I think it's a really, really nice and beautiful one. This color right here, which I believe is this one down here, has really pretty sparkle to it. It has like this bluish sparkle running through it. I can't even figure it out, but in person I can see it. It is really, really nice. They really did capture the different sparkles. And if you check out that video that I do have of this one in the sunlight, you will see that a lot more. But this one you can see, like if you're inside the building, you can see sparkle, but you're not going to see it as much as if you're literally in the sunlight. It is beautiful. I really do like it. None of these look like patchy. That matte right here, this one, really good. Even this one showed up really nice. I feel like the darker ones had a little bit of a harder time showing up in that soft swatch, as you guys can see, like this one, this one. This one wasn't too bad. It's the one that has the least amount of sparkles, more like a satin formula. But other than that, it's really nice. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed at how nice these fit and they look. I guess a warmer tone's a little bit easier to dupe. So now let's go and compare to the actual Natasha Denona I Need a Warm. All right, so here is the Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. You guys can see that it's pretty good as far as tones go. I am actually very impressed with the amount of tones. So here are the two that are cream to powder, and it's only the one. It is beautiful. So I'm gonna swatch some comparisons so you guys can see. I know you guys specifically like to see the shimmers because that's where you guys love to see the difference between both of these palettes. So that's what we're going to do today. All right, so obviously we're going to start out with that one that you guys can see there. Now the one from Natasha Denona obviously is a lot more pigmented, a lot more flaky. So you guys can see, so here's Alter Ego and here's Natasha Denona. Natasha Denona's formula obviously is going to be so different, more vibrant, more pigmented, even with a small soft swatch like I am doing. You guys can see the difference on my fingers as well. So there is, as far as, like I said, the formula is not going to be the same. It's more of the vibe that you're looking for and don't want to spend an arm and a leg. But I will tell you in person, they look identical. Like they look identical to me. Like I don't see a difference, with the exception of the pigmentation. One obviously is more stronger than the other. All right, I'm gonna try this one, and I believe it's this one. Again, it is, I could feel the difference as far as the difference in the pigmentation. So this is Alter Ego, and then this one is Natasha Denona. The Natasha Denona is just pigmented. It's just more pigmented, but it's almost the same color. Here is Twinkle and Fancy. This is Alter Ego, Natasha Denona, just the pigmentation. It is the pigmentation. I actually want to see this bronze shade with this one because I love this shade in here. So this one I can, let me see when I swatch them. So this is Alter Ego, and then this is Natasha Denona. Ooh, that is actually looking pretty good. Yeah, wow. I'm actually really impressed. I'm really looking at it, and yeah, they almost got that one spot on as well. Dang, Alter Ego, you are getting really good at this. Let's go with Luster and Push. And I am going extra gentle, you guys. And look, dare I say this is the best dupe so far? Okay, so this one's Alter Ego is a lot more orange based, and the one from Natasha Denona has a lot more gold sparkle running through it. So this one's the first one where I see like a distinction between the both of them, at least a significant one. This one's orange based from Alter Ego, and the one from Natasha Denona isn't as orange. Let's go with Delight and Smog. Delight and Smog. That one's pretty good. Yeah, it's almost identical. And let's see, which one else are we missing? Homie and Bonfire. Homie and Bonfire. Home and Bonfire. All right, here's the difference again. This one from Natasha Denona is a lot more sheer and has a lot more sparkle than the one from the Alter Ego. But here are these, you guys. It's pretty good, don't you think? I think they did a pretty good job. Dang. All right, so I want to do this because I know you guys are probably wondering, see the difference between the cream to powder? This is Alter Ego. This one's Natasha Denona. If you're having a hard time with Natasha Denona, you're going to have an even harder time with Alter Ego because it is a lot drier than the Natasha Denona. I don't have a problem with the Natasha Denona one because I have oily eyelids. So for me, it's a little bit easier, but the Alter Ego is drier. So I don't know if that will be a help or a disadvantage to some of you, but I wanted to share that with you guys. Let's go with the Darkest Toast and Pep. Here it is. Here is Toast from Alter Ego. And actually, the one from Natasha Denona, I had to do a really good swatch on. You guys can see that. And I'll do one more. This one, Sierra and Fervor. Yeah, that undertone's a little bit. This one's a lot more orange from Natasha Denona. You guys can see the difference. The mattes isn't my favorite in Alter Ego, but they do work. They are manageable, they are work, but the mattes from Natasha Denona just do a little bit better for me, and they last a little bit longer on my eyes. So I double prime with Alter Ego just to be on the safe side with any of my creasing and fading that I have. All right, you guys, so I think I did my best in trying to show you guys the majority of the palette. Obviously, I didn't swatch like these smaller ones, but you guys get the drift. If I am going to rave about anything when it comes to Alter Ego, it's always their shimmer and metallic formula. That's where they really do shine and it looks really beautiful. I can have this work for me if I double prime because you know how oily my eyelids are, so I do need more of a higher end formula on my eyes, but I can make this work when I double prime it. It is beautiful. And let me tell you, I am actually very impressed at how well the undertones and the sparkle, they really got this one pretty good. This is the, I'm very impressed, and this one's the one that I feel like is the most alternate one to the higher end, almost even to the tones and the sparkle. Maybe between 2 to 3 different shimmers, or not exactly, but you're getting there. And then the mattes, you know, I always say the mattes are a little bit softer here and you got to build them up more in the Alter Ego than you do in the Natasha Denona. I think this is phenomenal. I'm very excited. Stay tuned for a look with this one. I have this one on today, so I'm excited to try this one on and play around with it before my daughter finds out that I haven't, and she's going to take it too because she has been venturing off on warm tones lately, which is shocking. I don't know why, but I guess because she has a tan, now she wants warmer tones. So this one's going to be right up her alley, and she's going to have to fight me for it for now. All right, you guys, let me know what you guys think. I want to thank Alter Ego for sending this over to me. You guys, I love their palettes. I always rave about them, and I am so happy that there is a brand that really thoroughly thinks it through to give you some good quality alternative to a higher end, and they put thought and process into it. I am speechless. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm speechless. I am so blown away at how well Alter Ego has taken the time to really duplicate a palette to its best ability, but keeping it affordable. You're getting almost everything that the Natasha Denona has. The mirror, the magnetic popping in and out, rearranging if you choose to, the color story, the undertones. I am like blown away by this one. Normally I find differences between both, but this one I gotta say is the closest alternate to it. It is really good. And for $22 plus 10% off, it's a really good price. If you know that you're not going to use this often and you just want the same kind of vibes, go for this one. I really do like this one. I'm really impressed. I am so happy. I'm excited to play around with this on my eyes to get a look out for you guys. So stay tuned for that. I have a short where I can show you. I've shown you this in the sun. So that's where I was like, whoa, this is a good one. I really like this one. I'm very happy with it. There's not much I can say, you guys. It's really good. I'm actually really impressed. Not that I wasn't with the other ones, but this one, it was just like, dang, you really got this one. You really studied this one. I don't know if it's because warmer tones are easier to duplicate. I don't know, but it's a really, really good one. Sunlit Dreams. Yes, I'm not looking forward to autumn just yet, but I'm excited for this one. All right, guys, that's all that I have. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this palette. If it's something that you would pick up, is it something you're interested in? Thank you to Alter Ego for sending this over to me, you guys. I will put my coupon code on the screen and down in the description box. I will make sure to have it right this time. If you use it, thank you so much. It really does mean a lot. If you don't use it, find somebody else you want to help out and show your support too. And that's okay too. I don't mind either way. All right, that's all that I have, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys on the video in the screen. God bless. I'm out.